Okay, we're back for more Return of the Obra Dinn. I'm pretty excited. Uh, let's see. Okay, getting this loaded up. I have been playing Senran Kagura for a day and a half. Wrapped up the main story, and oof! That game started out really bleak. Hello, Army, or TIPI. Apparently something is finally coming to PC. Oh, right. How am I blanking on this name? Catherine. Way to go, Catherine. Hey, Hylian. You're here just in time for Return of the Obra Dinn. Alright, so, to catch people up on where we left off. We were on a boat, solving a mystery. Some guys found out that a magical conch shell, or conch shell if you prefer to describe it badly. It's such a good game. Right? Could summon mermaids, so he went and did that, and he kidnapped a bunch of mermaids, and they struggled them down in the basement, and a bunch of people got killed along the way. And then we found out, then we found out that that's what caused the spider crab riders and the, I want to say, hold on. Before we get started in recording, I want to check something. The spider crab and the kraken to attack. Alright, so. I do love that magic conch shell. I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast, Maddie. It was, whoof! It was messed up. Yeah, it's a crazy game, TP. Alright, we just got up to 15 fates solved, so I'm going to see if there's any here that are that I thought we had correct, but it turns out they're not correct. And then I'm going to make a note of those and take those out. Do you have a pen over there?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, I'm embarrassed. I don't have a pen. This is going to get super embarrassing super fast. Okay. Alright, so. Have we filled in any fates? Nope. No. Nope. Okay. A large cow. Yep, we got that one. We still don't know who technically shot him. Okay, we still don't know who shot him. Sorry, we don't know who he was. Obviously, we know who shot him. Wow, the calling's got a lot of parts. Yeah, this game is amazing. Okay. Chotan was spiked by a terrible beast, and so was poor that guy. On the deck, Thomas Sefton was clawed by a terrible beast. Aha! So they're not calling this Claude. We know he's the cook. Right? But we're not calling this Claude. So let's get a shot of how he died. Do you think they're going to call it spiked? Yeah, let's call it spiked. Alright. Spiked. Alright, that's the one I was curious about. And I don't think we have any other... Yeah, I don't think we have any other information to go. Electrocuted. Met with an unknown fate. What? Oh. He's one of the guys who left? Met with an unknown fate. Oh, no. He was spiked by a terrible beast. I guess we just forgot to do that one. Alright. Or was he harpooned? Those look like spikes to me. Those are spikes. Yeah, he was spiked. Nice. No, Joe, I will ask you. If I do something horribly wrong and I'm stuck, I will ask for help. I'm not crazy. But you don't have to tell me any yet. Nobody. Alright, so we think the cook and we think the carpenter were both spiked. We were also wrong about this one. It's possible he's the other guy, he's the carpenter, and the other guy is the carpenter's mate. Alright. Carpenter, carpenter. Where's the carpenter? Alright, how have I missed the carpenter? Do you mean Ace Combat 7? Yes, I am planning to play Ace Combat 7. Oh, right. We were going to check if he's the carpenter's mate, and the other guy was the carpenter. Alright, well, obviously, some of those are wrong. Yeah, I figured that out eventually. We know about that, we know about that. Unknown, okay. Actually, that's weird, because Christian Wolf Gunner was blasted with a cannon by an unknown attacker, right? So, do we have to list how he lit the fuse? Like, that's something I'm going to have to figure out. The bargain. Wow, there are a lot of pages to the bargain. In the lazarette, that's where they were holding the Villains, the mermaids. Okay, so we've got 3 that we think we have right, but aren't being confirmed. So, and it's the cook, the carpenter, and the carpenter's mate. I thought I was right about all of those, but it's telling me I'm not. So we're gonna have to play a little for those. All right. Okay. We will go back and check that later, Hans. I'm going to start recording. Hidden Object Guru here, back with more Return of the Obra Dinn. We just made it out to the whole mermaids returning, guy getting shot. So we're going to find out what happens next. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting. Oh, we're going to find out when he died. This is going to be a big one, because he might have died like way off on an island somewhere where they did the summoning. Okay. Which actually raises the question, how do I get there if he was? Oh, this is where they just tossed the body after he died. Well, here we go. Ah! We can now confirm the name. Oh my god. This guy was the worst. God, so he wasn't Bunlan Lim. That makes her Miss Lim. There we go. Yay! Oh. What is happening to him here? He's burning, right?
Yeah, he's on fire.
That's burning, isn't it?
Looks like it to me.
We're going to call that burning when they ask us. And here he is dragging a mermaid into the boat. Where is Miss Lim? Seriously, where's... Oh, that's her. Oh, poor Miss Lim. That is a lot of mermaids. The hell is wrong with this guy? What did he hope to accomplish? Alright, he seems to have burned to death. I do not have Savini Jason. I don't know if I said that, Phoenix, but I don't, sadly. Yeah, no, we know. Okay. Burned. Yes! Oh, they're going to tell us which ones of that nonsense I was doing was right. Okay. Yep, he was the carpenter's mate and the other guy was the carpenter. I just had them backwards. I assumed the black guy was the carpenter's mate because I am a racist. Or I was accurately representing the racism of the time. Either way, I was completely wrong. But that also means the cook was definitely not Claude, or they would have already given it to us when we swapped around those names. So let's just quickly get to the cook. Let's just quickly go back to the cook. Crew. Cook. Wait, I can't click from here. Duh. Alright, so where was the... You know, why am I trying to find him there when I can just go to the chapter he was featured in? So he died in Unholy Captives. So we know for a fact, we know this guy is the cook because he talks about cooking, and we know that wasn't Spiked, and we know that wasn't Claude. So we're going to have to look that up. Because if the Spiked... Oh, God, maybe he's not the cook. Although he does specifically say, I'm going to cook that up for you. I mean, I can fry us a solid meat, boy. So I feel like he's got to be the cook. But we tried it with... Wait a minute. Did I change this from Claude to Spiked before I flipped the carpenter's name? Because if I flipped this from Claude to Spiked before I flipped the carpenter's name, then that's what happened. He was Claude. Alright. So what we're going to do is... Oh, Hans is going to go check. So let's remember that. Thank you, Hans. We're going to find out the next body. We're going to find out what happened to Miss Lim. So yeah, that's probably... It's probably Claude was right, and I just had the carpenter and the carpenter's mate mixed up. Is probably what happened. Damn. Yeah, I heard all about the stolen codes of the Savini Jason. Phoenix. That was messed up.
What happened?
They were supposed to... Guy was supposed to be distributing pre-order codes for people who kickstarted Friday the 13th, the game. And he just stole them and sold them on eBay.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hi, easiest crime in the world to get caught for. They know who they handed the codes to. Oh, that's a bad sound. What? What the hell is happening? I have no idea how she died. I see him opening the chest and checking on the, I don't know, eggs. He's grabbing something and that seems to be stunning all of the mermaids. Or maybe summoning the mermaids. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's this character. Still don't know who that was, but yay. But we can't tell how she died. There's no information here about how she died. This is not her... I mean, this is probably her dying, but how? I see a bunch of... Was her throat slashed? Does that dude have a knife on him?
Yeah, there's blood. Go back.
Where?
The other angle that you're at. The other side.
Okay, that guy's got a harpoon, a spike in him or something.
So look at it. Go
No,
to
that...
the side.
Oh, no, I can come back to it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We can come back to
It
that.
looked like she had blood coming down here.
It did kind of look like that. It's just weird. Up until now, they've always actually showed people dying, but I guess that's her bleeding to death. Probably. Alright, what are we doing? We got the other guy's body. I hate this guy so much. Oh, he got spiked. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Oleg, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Whoa. So that's O'Brien. Because the guy's saying, O'Brien, are you still breathing? Nichols, shoot them for God's sake. Yeah, she got clawed by a terrible beast. Her throat was slashed because she was clawed by a terrible beast. That guy's getting dragged under. Whose death are we supposed to be investigating here? That's Nichols. And this is, the Formosan guy stabbing him in the neck. I don't know which one is O'Brien, but it's one of them. Now let's look over the dialogue here. Alright, so he was saying, O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? So the Formosan lady says, help. Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. And Nichols is freaking out. And then the Chinese guy, Formosan guy, stabs him in the throat. I don't know his name, but I know he's not O'Brien. Stabbed. Knifed, I guess, is the answer. No, not by an unknown attacker. I know who it was. It was It Bing Xia. Yay! We're getting closer, peeps. Alright. So this guy got harpooned, quite obviously.
Keep rowing! Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
Oh, damn! Spear tossed through his head! Whoa! The mermaids are not screwing around. So they were just trying to escape with the jewelry, and they didn't know that taking the conch shell out of its housing was going to reveal... was going to attract mermaids. While we're here, let's just... I mean, now that we know how she was killed. Clawed by a terrible beast. Yep. Just got it done. So we don't know who this guy is. But we do know... Oh, it's that guy. Oh my god. If I could figure out the name of one of... If this guy is O'Brien, then I could fill in who shot the guy as he was being hanged. So, that's huge. Oh, Nichols. You're the worst. Alright, let's do it. Well, he got a spear through the head. It was awesome. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. Okay, well, he got speared by a terrible beast. Alright, now that's not O'Brien. God, still, nobody's giving any names. All I know is that one of the guys who was still alive in the previous incident is named O'Brien. Oh, yeah, no, we did Nichols. Also speared by a terrible beast. This guy might be O'Brien.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩抓不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。
God damn it!
They say strange things about monsters.
Oh! So one of the first guy to get killed was the Chinese guy in their crew. Damn. Alright, so then that guy got killed with a spear through the head, so... Which one is O'Brien? Nichols. He said, O'Brien, are you still alive? Damn mermaids. And he's dressed like... Is he dressed like... Yeah, he's got short pants on, so he's dressed kind of like a top man, so he's probably just going to be one of the top mans. Ugh. This is so awesome. It's not that dissimilar to the Ark of the Covenant. You're right about that. Speared by a terrible beast. Okay. Alright, so... We know he's one of the Chinese top men, but we have no idea which one. Well, that's frustrating. So now we can leave this memory. But do we want to leave this memory? Alright, let me go through the pages here of this part of the story. Alright, hold on. So, alright, so first thing that happened was he was spiked by a terrible beast. Right? So that's the first guy. Alright, then this guy was speared by a terrible beast right through the head. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. Okay. He was speared through the head. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Now, which one is O'Hagan?
Does someone have oars in their hands?
Yeah, you still breathing? Can you row? All right, who is on this first boat? So you got to assume he was talking to the guy in the first boat, right? So there's him. That guy, the Chinese guy gets speared. He would only be talking to someone on his boat. So this guy's got to be O'Hagan, right? Just logically. Let me just go back to the thing and you'll see. So, there are 4 guys on this boat. There's the guy who gets knifed. So, there's the Formosan. There's their Chinese interpreter. There's the guy who the Formosan stabs in the neck. And then there's this guy. Right? And now if you look at the text, right? Killed by a terrible beast. That's the guy who gets speared on the other boat, so that's not relevant. Knifed by It Bing Sen. So yeah. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? He's got to be talking to the guy in his own boat, which means this guy has to be O'Hagan. Yep. No, not that. So he's O'Hagan. I am 80% sure of that, because why would he be yelling at a guy on another boat? It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's still just a partial thing, but I got a good feeling about that one. So that's all their stores. Damn, though. Just really ticks me off that this guy O'Hagan wasn't one of the ones shooting, so I can't use him to finally fill in the death of the guy who got shot. Because I feel like all we need is the name of one of the guys who shot him, because you can't say, within the murder section, you can't just say, he was killed by firing squad. That would have been nice, but as you can see, shot with a gun by... Although it would be weird if you could say unknown, because you don't know who did it, but of course you're not allowed to do that. He was not shot by an unknown officer. Alright. Yeah. That's frustrating. Alright, so they're saying there's no more I can learn here. And I think they may be right. Since only one name got used. Well, no, this guy also mentioned Nichols, but that's it. Is this guy's costume relevant? Like, he's dressed pretty differently than everybody else. I want to check something. Hold on. Crew. Now, can I get the picture of the crew that I know about? No, I can't. Damn it. All right. Crew. Life at Sea sketch. All right, so that's him standing way in the distance. Oh, no, that's not him. Actually, where is that guy? I have complete... Oh, there he is. Okay, he was knifed by Aisha. So, wait a minute. Look at this. He's got to be a steward. Look. All of the stewards are wearing the same uniform. Yes. He's got to be Nichols' steward. Why else would he be going along with him? Does Nichols have a steward? So Nichols is second mate. So he would be second stewardship steward from India, captain steward. Second mate, he's Samuel Galligan from Ireland. There you go. I mean, I know he's a steward just because he's of the uniform he's wearing. They're all wearing the same jacket. It didn't give us 3 we've won, though, so that's a little upsetting. Again, I'm 80% confident. Five, 6, and 2 disappearances. Oof. So I'm not allowed to say was dragged into the... Oh, I can say drowned. Well, logically, I can say he was drowned by the killers, but, you know. I can't say for sure yet. Oh, well, that's not good.
Boy! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
Okay. He wants me to leave? Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I want to see if he's got some information for me.
All done?
No.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. If you've still business here, climb up and finish it.
I will.
Else I'll make to port.
Man. Oh, such a good game. Alright, so he's telling me I should be getting closer to figuring out who that guy was. So, question. How do I get back to those episodes of The Calling? Oh, I have to go here. Alright, so. No, I gotcha. Let's try this again.
You still breathing? Can you roll?
That's an Irish accent. I am...
Sir, shoot them for God.
That's an Irish accent, so I'm doubly sure I was right about who that guy is. Alright. And that's why he's saying Nichols, sir, because he's his steward and he would always address him that way. So here's the thing. Here's one of the disappeared guys. Right? I think it's safe to say he got drowned, right? Like, isn't it safe to say that this guy got drowned? Because that is literally, like, a tentacle grabbing him and pulling him into the water. And in the next memory, he ain't there. So, he got drowned, right?
Yeah.
O'Hagan's gone. Yeah, the guy's like, O'Hagan, you still breathing? Yeah, because he's not talking to the guy with a spear through his head. So whoever this guy is, he drowned. He's not O'Hagan. The other one's O'Hagan, but he definitely drowned. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the music's amazing in this game. Alright. Is there someone I've forgotten? Alright, so...
Aye, sir.
Chinese guy, O'Hagan, Sullivan, whatever his name was. And we got her, we got two guys we don't know, and we've got Nichols. I'm pretty confident about those statements. Oh, you can say drowned by an unknown attacker? Are you allowed to do that?
怪不出現，你作對麥傾啊！
Aye, shut it up. This is strange news.
Oh, drowned by a terrible beast.
Monsters.
I did not realize I had to say that he was drowned by a terrible beast. Thanks, Hans. Alright. So now we found out what happened in the calling. Let's head back downstairs, because I don't think we're done with that whole area. I'd like to see something here. I want to see what happened when this cannon went off. Yeah, so that's the guy getting crushed by a terrible beast. Alright, and he's the guy running the cannon. Right? Oh, that's how he died. Wait. Follow me here. The sound effects are incredible. Follow me here. He's the guy giving the orders. He's the gunner. Right? Right? He's the gunner. He's the guy giving the orders. Blasted with a cannon by an unknown attacker. If Christian Wolf is the gunner, then the guy who's operating it, who's given orders to, must be the gunner's mate. Otis Viator from Poland. I mean, he has to be, which means the gunner was blasted with a cannon by Otis Viator. Like, that makes sense, right? Where's the gunner? Ah, gunner's mate. Alright, well, that might not be right. And was this guy also hit by the cannon? I should check that. Alright, can I not? So I have to walk out of a door before I can find out what's happening here? Who is this character? Oh, one of the gunners. Club. Oh, so these are the guys who turned on the captain. There's Maba. And this guy is... No, this guy. A guy. Wow, we don't know a lot. Apparently I'm making huge mistakes, and Joe is annoyed with the huge mistakes I'm making. Well, that's embarrassing, because he's clearly being... His chest is being held in front of the cannon, and so they're both going to get killed by the cannon. Is my reasoning all backwards here? Apparently my reasoning is just completely backwards here. Oh well, que sera, sera. We're still going to try to learn. Okay, so that's the guy that was crushed. Let's find the guys who were shot by the cannon. That's the guy that was crushed by a beast. These are the guys who got shot by the cannon. And they both seem to have been shot by the cannon. But we're going to confirm. Oh! Every failure is a learning opportunity. See here? Damn. And so they both got killed by the cannon blast, right? Who's that guy? Christian Wolf, yeah, the German, the gunner. That's true, because he was the guy being crushed before the fuse went off. Alright, well, obviously this... It's possible this guy is Olus Viator, the gunner's mate, but he was also shot by a cannon. At least I can say that. It's possible that's the gunner's mate, so... And who's this dead on the ground here? That's the guy who was crushed, right? Yeah, that's the guy who was crushed. Who might not be Olus Viator, the gunner's mate. I'm gonna say unknown for now. Since that's probably not right. Keep working at this. Alright, so I've got to go and check the, I've got to go change the death of the cook back to, who's this guy? I honestly don't remember who this is. Oh, okay. That's the carpenter's mate getting spiked. Okay. And there's the carpenter getting spiked a second later. Oh no, got speared by a beast, yes. When he finished the beast off and said, "Give me a gun." Right, I remember now. No more information to find in here? I like that you can't open doors in the back. Whoa, who's this? So, he's clearly a young boy. Could he be a steward? No. Trying to think, what role would a young boy play on a ship? Fourth mate steward? Anyway. We're still working at it. Oh, poor guy got clubbed to death. Ugh, such good music. Jesus! Oh, God. No, I already know you got speared. I know you fell from lightning. I get it. Okay. And see, the thing is, again, this is a thing where I should look into information about how boats are run. So I can figure out exactly how, like, the gunnery crew is ordered. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have a spike in him. He was definitely clawed, right? There's no spike in this man. She clawed him. Clawed by a terrible beast. And that's the guy who falls and breaks his neck. The, yeah, fell down the stairs to his death. Oh, is smacked something? There's no smacked. There's struck. By a tail! Are you kidding me? God damn it. Hey, let's see what we got right. Obviously. Yes! Haha! Very proud of that one. Yeah, well, that one we know. Well, we now know for a fact that the, the gunner, Christian Wolf, my guess there was totally wrong. Okay. Since we already had two right, we know that wasn't Olus Viator, and he wasn't killed by Olus Viator, because we already had two right, so that can't be him. I think you're Olus Viator. Just making that guess now. Turns out the word we were looking for was not smacked, but struck. And I had never tried struck before. And now that I saw Struck, obviously that was the right decision. Who's he? Oh, the captain's steward. Right. Talk to the guy who was talking about Pete's mother? Tell Pete's mother I tried to save him? Yeah, because you thought that that meant that Pete was the guy being dragged up when he was exploded by the fuse, right? Yeah, let's check that. That is a lot of views for the pitch black brain damage. Alright, so yeah, let's, that whole Pete's mother thing happened. Killed by a loose cannon. So we think this might be Pete. Peter Malloy, the midshipman, or is there another Peter? Like, there's a good chance it's Peter Malloy, the midshipman, right? Because if you go into the memory... Yeah, because the other guy is saying he was dragging him. So, there's a chance he might be Peter Milroy. Milroy or Malloy? I didn't check. So that's the severed leg. Okay. Alright. That goes back up. So I can't get into the lazarette yet. No, nothing there. Anything going on back here? No, this is where I found the stowaway. Oh, the Undead Labs has been updated? Right, that's where we first found about that. Wait, you're saying I'm missing something obviously on Christian Wolf's death? I'm checking the book. He made a wrong choice. A very wrong choice. Gun deck. That probably doesn't count. But he was kind of blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Depending on how you look at it, I mean, the beast is the one who held him in front of the gun, wasn't he? Okay. So there's still no way into the lazarette. Even though that's where what's-his-name is. The ship's steward. Captain Steward. Right, his death I've confirmed. Alright, so I know what happened to him. Have I run out of places to search? Like, I feel like I'm, not completely run out, but I'm running out of places to search just because the guy downstairs told me we should go now, so... And that's the first time something has happened within the present day section of the game. Where am I in the ship right now? Oh, this is the doctor's office. We've been here before. No, that seems to be the bottom deck. The only thing left is the lazarette underneath the storage deck down here. The only thing further down is the lazarette, and I don't know how to get through the lock. And they're not going to open the locked door until we get to the deal, which is, or the pact, or whatever it's called, part 7, which is what the captain was up to below decks during the Kraken attack. So we've got a while to wait on that one. Okay. I never did figure out who shot that guy behind the wall, did I? Huh. Let's check the guy behind the wall one more time. I know he got shot. Okay.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Alright, and so he got killed by the guy doing the shooting. Who's that guy there? Except the game won't let me select that guy. Who's that? Oh. Our first mate. He's bald. This is what I know about this guy. Suicide by cannon. That's an interesting question. Alright, so Soldiers of the Sea. Shot with a gun by... Alright, so let me just look at the... That's him. That's the guy who shot him. The bald guy. But I don't know who that is, so, you know, it's... So I can look at 7 others who's present, and of all the people who were present, only one of them is bald, and it was the bald one shooting the gun. First appeared in the... Oh, he disappeared in the Doom. He's one of the guys in the boat. Nice. Alright. Crashed by falling cargo. Alright. Okay, yeah, there he is again. So is there a... Oh, can I do that thing where I bookmark his, the memories he's in and go looking for him? Alright, great. So now I can just flip through the pages he's in, right? Alright, here we go. I will check Suicide by Cannon in a second. Soldiers of the Sea Part 4, Soldiers of the Sea Part 5. So he's in all of the Soldiers of the Sea. Loose Cargo Part 1, Unholy Captives Part 4, Loose Cargo Part 2, Soldiers of the Sea Part 8. He did survive quite a ways into the story. So he's in all of Soldiers of the Sea and a little bit of Unholy Captives. Doom Part 8. Oh, wow. He was there right to the end. Which, way to go. Alright, so let's check. Unholy Captives Part 4. I still think he was named John. That's what I figured, Mike. Although if he was John 4th Mate, he wouldn't be... No. Yeah, I mean, if he was 4th Mate, he wouldn't be doing that. Is there another John on the boat? John Naples. So he could be John Naples. Yes! Okay. By a terrible beast. Yep, you were right about the midshipman being blasted in an explosion. The beast gets credit for the gunfire, which means the other guy is also blasted by a terrible beast. God damn it, this game. Alright, let's go deal with the other guy. The crazy part is, that probably means... Oh, I never checked if he was terrible beast. Hold on. That means this guy might be Olus Viator after all. Ugh. Well, one of these two guys is definitely Olus Viator. But anyway, the point is, we're getting closer, everybody. Oh, all right, so I'm going to go back to the memory where that guy was in. Downstairs. And just get a look at the group of people. Get a sense of the situation. So that was down in the basement, and I go and I look at the severed leg, if I recall correctly. I mean, by uniform alone, I should be able to guess who 2 of the other mates are. Just, you know, via uniform alone. Now that we know the uniform situation with the mates, we should be good. That's true. I just don't know who that guy was. Did I not do... I probably should have done that.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity.
Okay.
Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Oof. Alright, so that was John. As we now know. Served by Philip Dahl. Which confirms that other guy was Philip Dahl, which is good. So let's see where the baldy was. So the bald guy was carrying him off. But we didn't... Okay, now who else was present at this? Okay, shotgun and another steward was present at this. Okay. Now how many stewards do we not know about yet? Well, he's not the Indian guy. So that's Roderick Anderson or that's Davy James. One or the other. Let me check something. Hold on. Okay. Alright, Roderick and James. Is the little kid over here wearing a steward's outfit? Wait a minute. Hold on. I got this. I'm gonna try to use logic on this. Please bear with me. This might sound ridiculous as I'm doing it. But I want to look. So, captain, surgeon. That guy was crushed by a cannon. But right there, first mate steward, second mate steward, probably the third mate steward. Where's the captain steward? Oh, damn it. Is the captain steward not in here? That kind of screws up my whole plan. Because I noticed that this dude here seems to be wearing the same steward's uniform. And if he's the fourth mate, because I'm saying logically, right, captain, suicide, first mate, yep, right there. Second mate. This guy could be third. Damn it, this guy could be third mate and that could be the third mate's steward. Beside the stewards, there's an Indian-looking guy. Is the captain steward in that scene? I was trying to tell. So that's the captain. That's Bofin Alfred Clestill, like the first guy we found out about. Okay. This is unknown. He seems to be supervising the medical treatment. Because he's the one saying keep pressure on it. Do not kick the cable. Alright. So is that the captain's steward? There only seems to be one steward here. Alright, who is this character? That's the first mate, of course. Beside the mates as well, you're saying there's a guy. And where'd the rest of his leg end up? Around here somewhere, right? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay. Alright, that means nothing to me. Oh, no, yeah, the guy being hauled away is the captain's steward. Oh, there he is. He just wasn't at the shooting. No, we've already identified him ages ago. Joe. Thank you, though. No. What I'm saying is, this guy, what I was trying to logically figure out is, right? So, the stewards are all together. So that's one. The captain's steward isn't here. So look, here's what I'm saying. Alright, so let's look at the crew manifest, shall we? Alright, so how many stewards are there? There are there are 6 stewards. Right? Now we know the captain's steward isn't in this picture. That's him right there. He's not in this picture. And he's wearing the uniform. He's got the uniform shirt on, right? So we know that these 4 guys are all stewards. And this guy is a steward. So of the 6 stewards, it's all of these. It's these guys. One of them. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. So if you go to look at the stewards, right? One of them is from India. The Sweden is the captain's steward. Ship steward is from India. So maybe we should be able to identify him. All right. Okay. So it's not him, obviously, because we identified him. We know it's not him or him. Is that guy from India? Is this guy from India? Or is this guy from India? And this guy's got to be the first, second, or third mate. Because he's got the fancy hat. So we know who the first mate is. Captain, first mate, second mate. Then we run out of funny hats. So that guy's probably the third mate? Oh, there's also a fourth mate is the problem. Because the thing is, I have to assume that if that guy is Martin Perrotte or John Davies, then logically the guy standing next to him is Roderick Anderson or Davy James. But that's all I can judge for now. And I have no idea how they died, so that's a problem. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so Hans thinks there's an Indian-looking guy in this scene. I wish I knew what these... Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I've got something. All right. That was loud. Damn it! I thought the I thought the collar, like the really prominent ascot, was going to be a uniform of some kind that only certain guys have. But then look, a midshipman has one, and a midship. Oh, 2 midshipmen have one. Midshipman, but then a seaman also has one. So, oof, frustrating. Okay. Yeah, she's extra tough. Damn it, if only there was some way to figure out who that guy was. So these guys are all sad about... Who's that character? Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Huh. No, that's not the Chinese guy who was on the boat. This is the Chinese guy who was on the boat, right? When did that happen? Oh, those are the 2 guys that I said were clawed and they might have been decapitated. Right. Okay. So where's the... Hold on a second. Can that tell me anything? How many guys do I have from China? Oh, just a ton. All of the guys. I've identified none of the guys from China. Okay. Duncan McKay, Purser, Scotland. I haven't heard, like, a lot of Scottish accents so far. Okay, so... Yeah, I just don't see a big clue about where the mate is. Alright, so... Let's go to the Stabapalooza. I don't know if you remember the stabbing festival we stumbled upon up here when they were trying to escape. Where did that happen exactly? It was by the mess. Not the mess. The, Wait, is the mess where people eat on a ship?
Yes.
Then it was by the mess. Then a bunch of dudes got stabbed and it was a big mole. Disaster. Now that we've found out so much more information, let's see if that can help us. We can help us with that at all. Although it doesn't seem to be this level of the ship. How many levels does this ship have? I'm so confused. So these are the cannons. And then that's upper decks. Top decks? What do you call that? Smushed. Okay, that was killed by a loose cannon. Yeah, by a terrible beast. And he might be that guy. That's true. We should. That's why I was hoping to get the back to the guys who got stabbed here, so I could check their. What is going on here? Is that a hat? What happened to his face? Oh, this is the guy who got shot, right? Yes, it's escape. Okay. Alright, can anyone catch this accent?
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard! No!
Oof. And so obviously one of the mutineers shot him. Because he stabbed the kid in the back. Henry Brennan was stabbed by... Okay, so he was stabbed by one of the two mutineers. Alright, so we know he's one of the mates. So he's... Oh, he could also be Bosun's mate. He's probably not Bosun's mate now. So he's got to be... Oh, they're both from England. That's no use. Where's the other guy? Because two guys were talking about mutiny. Like, two guys were talking about mutiny, but I only see one guy here. Okay, first mate. And when did he get clubbed? All right. Yeah, it's sad that we can't just jump. And I mean, this is a totally minor thing about the game. It's such a minor complaint. Right, but it is just less convenient for those of us trying to unravel the game's mysteries, as should we all, that I can't just go to the tab here and look at a guy and go right to his memory. Like, I have to go and I have to say location of the corpse, then I have to walk over there. So, okay, location of the corpse. I'm currently here. I have to go to that staircase there. Okay, well now I know that, but ugh. Yes, I do. So location of the corpse is this guy here. All right.
What's all this, you damn fool?
Okay, so he had just killed that guy, and then he got brained by this guy. And then the first mate goes and he sees the stabbed guy. Henry Brennan. It's just weird, because there's a second guy involved in the mutiny talk. Wait. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Damn it. So there's the gunner, Christian Wolf. I was just thinking about his accent, right? Okay, so here's a, Right, yeah, we should. Here's what I was going to say. Yeah. The very first memory in this, and that's what I want to go back to, right? When the kid gets stabbed. Right? The kid gets stabbed, then there's a wrestle and a boxing. What if there's not a third, like, I keep thinking there's a third guy or a fourth guy there. But what if these two guys were the two guys planning the mutiny, right? Then this guy stabs the kid in the back. This guy tries to stop him. This guy tries to stop him. And then he gets shot for his trouble. So what if he was one of the mutineers? Is what I'm saying. Let me just check this. This guy lost an arm, somehow. That's usually true, Phoenix. Alright, this is escape part 1.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Is the squid? Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Okay.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Yeah. That's what happened. This guy died. These two guys talked about mutiny. The kid heard them. That's the captain leaving. That's the... that's Henry Brennan. He's coming up from the hold after the captain. He hears them talking. Yeah, the captain and the first mate go upstairs. Henry hears them talking. Then this guy stabs him. Then that guy wrestles him and gets shot for his trouble, or vice versa. I think it's this guy who stabs him and then shoots that guy, but it could be this guy who stabs him and then that guy shoots him. If one of them had a knife visible, I would be really happy. Oh wait, whoa, 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 whoa. That's the gun. So it was his gun. This guy doesn't have a gun, that guy does have a gun. If we could spot the knife, this would be like problem solved. We can go home. We're done. So let's just quickly identify this guy. Bosun Alfred Costello torn apart. Yep, by a terrible beast, obviously. And since Alfred Costello, the bosun's mate is the Frenchman, right? Who was also torn apart by a terrible beast. But we don't know which guy that was yet. Let me just check that. The crew, so it should be bosun's mate and a Frenchman. Charles Minor, bosun's mate, Frenchman, we know was torn apart by a terrible beast. It said they tore him apart, so he wasn't crushed down in the thing. He was probably killed up on the deck. Probably. Okay, so these guys... So who is sitting there? Okay, that's not the bosun's mate. Olus Viator... Gunner's mate. I'm suddenly thinking this might be Olus Viator. Okay. Because listen to his accent. Because they're all topmen and seamen, and this guy's dressed way better, and look at his position. Yeah, the dead guy is identified. We know who the dead guy is. See? Alfred Costello, the bosun's mate. Sorry, the bosun who was torn apart. And we don't know who the Frenchman is. So, we leave this memory, and we find out when Alfred Costello gets shot. So let's listen carefully to who does the yelling and who does the chasing. Because it's possible this guy killed Henry Brennan and this guy didn't. Let's listen to the accents. I think there's a chance he might be the gunner's mate. Just because he's standing next to the gunner. He's got a nice uniform on. He's a classy dude in a hat. So he could be the gunner's mate. Let's find out. So we're going to listen to the memory of that guy getting his face blown off. Which one is Hok Sung Yo? I've dealt all of the Formosans, if that's who you mean. That's Cheech. Yeah, we have. Well, no. We don't, because we don't know the name of anyone who shot him. We don't know the name of any of the members of the firing squad. We can't get a confirmation on his death, unfortunately. Because you can't say killed by execution. So the two of them start talking, and Henry hears them. So, and then one of them shoots the other one, and the other one gets clubbed to death by the clubber, who we're going to check out in a second. All right, listen carefully.
Captain Cameron.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade reservation shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard!
Okay, so the English guy says fresh bastard, and he stabs Henry. And then the other guy, who I think might be Polish based on that accent, yells no. Oh, was there a choice executed? I did not check that. Yells no, and they get into a struggle, and then the British guy blows the face off the other guy. And the thing is, here's why I think he might be. I think there's a chance he's the gunner's mate, and I'll tell you why. The list, Olus Viator. There's a chance he is Olus Viator, and I'll tell you why. Oh, they take the numbers off once you've confirmed everything about them. That's nice. All right, here's why I think he might be Olus Viator. Because he's got a thick accent. He's a classy guy with a high-end job on the ship. Right? And there's nobody else from Poland on the ship. There's just guys from Russia. But the guys from Russia, as you can see, are just like top men and seamen. It's a topman and a seaman. And he is not dressed like a topman or a seaman. He's an important guy with a big job, which means he's definitely Olus Viator, the gunner's mate. I think. And I still don't know who shot him. But it's either third mate Martin Perrotte or fourth mate John Davies. So there you go. I mean, I have no idea which one it is. But I will check to see if there's an option that says executed. Executed? Nope, no executed. They want shot by a gun. Eaten? Jesus. That's creepy. Suicide by... Yeah, there's no suicide by cannon. How do you commit suicide with a hooves? Oh my god, please tell me the goat killed somebody at some point. I like that there's a wing. Just so you don't know what you're going to be up to. Struck. Okay. Froze. Froze. Yikes. Right, this guy was shot by a gun. Alright. By either Martin Perrotte or John Davies. And that's entirely based on the outfit he's wearing. Fortunately, they're both British, so there's no way to tell. Yeah, he's obviously got the mate's uniform. There's Surgeon Henry Evans. It's not him. Yeah. The weird part is there's a mate missing. Like there's four mates, as you can see. Right? And then each of them has their own steward, and the ship has a steward. And the... Oh, who else has a steward? Anyway, the point is, I am now relatively confident that this is the... that this is... Where is he? That this is Olus Viator shot with a gun by one of these two characters. Really, Mike? Did you give up at some point? Oh. Still doesn't give me a good idea of who he was. Yeah, I know. Well, again, I know he's the third or the fourth mate. And we know he's not the bosun's mate because the bosun's mate was torn apart, and that was the bosun with the missing arm in the other room. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Who's the surgeon's mate? Well, no, he's a steward. He's not a mate. The hell is the surgeon's mate? Is that the guy lounging in the surgery? Remember when we were doing with the guys who died of pneumonia? There was a guy, like, lounging in the surgeon's office? Oh. Alright, so here's the guy who clubs him to death. Let's see if we can find out what's... He's in a lot of memories. Okay. So he was there when there was crushed by falling cargo. Stowaway, that's not helpful. Bitter cold. Solomon Syed come to a tragic illness. In the surgeon's room. The Orlop deck, cloud of meat. Murder. Nuncio Pascal Edward Nichols. Hak Seng Lao was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Yes. Unknown Soul was shot with a gun by Edward Nichols, second mate, as they were fleeing. Then we get to the calling. Speared by a terrible beast. Ick. Huh. Okay. One of the Chinese guys, although that's not helpful. Oh, you want to be able to set Molotovs to go to a specific arc and location. You mean for the AI to always aim at a certain location. Which you know they can do, because they set that up in that one level. Knife by 8 Bang Xia. Okay. Clawed by a terrible beast. We know about that. Burned to death. Yep, yep. Yeah, it was probably drowned by a terrible beast. Just guessing, but you know. Alright, hold on a second. 3 stars. Cook. 2. We still don't know which Indian that guy was. Speared by a terrible beast. Spiked by a terrible beast. These guys were both probably decapitated, so there you go. One of the mates isn't dressed like the others. Well, that's helpful. Thank you, though. No, I will. I do appreciate the hint. Yeah, and we know he's one of the mates. That's the thing. But we don't know which mate. And we don't know the name of the bald guy who shot him. So there's no reason to even try to figure out his name, because we don't know the name of the guy who shot him. Wait, is this guy the hardest guy to figure out? No, just 3 stars. 3 triangles. Winston Smith Carpenter, speared by a terrible beast. What did happen to... So Nathan Peters just left. Okay. Crushed by a terrible beast, obviously. Poor Edward Spratt. Okay. And Soul was crushed by a terrible beast. Blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. So we have no idea who this is, since I gave up on him being the gunner's mate. Since he's not dressed classily. This guy was a steward, obviously. He was crushed by a cannon. He's one of the stewards. We have no idea which one, sadly. How can there be an unknown steward? How can there just be a guy who's a steward on the ship without having a name? Okay. Omid Gull, Topman met an unknown fate. Yep. Nathan Peters met an unknown fate. So these are all the guys who left on the boat. That's helpful. This chapter remains until you leave the ship and return the book to me. God damn it. Oh, I so want to know what's in the bargain. Okay, torn apart by a terrible beast. We know about that. Paul Moss was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. Damn. Poor Paul Moss. Paul Moss, first mate Stewart. Alright, let me just check. Last one, move quick. Alright, then that guy was shot by that lady. Okay. Well, I don't know why I didn't bother saying. Shot by a gun. by one of the two ladies. I'm going to say Emily Jackson. Because again, I think the younger lady is going to be called Miss Jane Bird. Okay. I'm still probably wrong about that. Oh, you can choose Alive in Fate? My God, I didn't know I could choose Alive in Fate. Well, Henry Brennan was probably knifed by John Davies. Or maybe Martin Perrault? I keep hoping they'll just give me that one. Okay, well, let's see. So we're going to say she's, like I said, Miss Emily Jackson, Miss Jane Bird. Well, how do I know? You have to guess where they went? I mean, we know they're very close to the Canary Islands when this all goes down. Although I can check that. I think 3 might be the highest level of danger to find. Okay, kick it down. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. And we can't based on accents at this point, because we're just, ugh. Clubbed, and then Captain Witterell shot himself. Okay. Helmsman, rated seaman in control of the ship's wheel and general moment-to-moment navigation. Great. Surgeon, ship's doctor, charge of crew, capable of general care, medical procedures required. Okay, accounts for small cargo, all small items for store crew. Alright, bosun. Boatswain, charge of general crew operation. Oh, so that is the one of the highest ranks there is. Their superior. General mates help run the ship and serve the captain's request. Tradesman mates serve their supervisor. Okay. Alright, surgeon, carpenter, steward. Servant to an officer, high and ranking crew member. General duties to come for their employer. Midshipman. Officer in training. Usually of privileged status. Good to know. Topman. Sails and rigging, which is harder. Seaman, low-level crew. Manual labor. Oh yeah, well I know what the rigging is. Why is it called an orlop deck? It's just the mid-deck? Okay, well that's fine. Oh, that's it. Alright, so let's see where they were in that chapter, in Escape. Alright, so let's see where they were. Okay. So they came south, they stopped at the Canary Islands. Ooh, do you think they went to Madeira or the Azores? Which do you think of those two is more likely? Oh, the bargain again. Jesus. Hold on, let me just get back to Escape. There's a way to know where they went, and when you figure it out, you're going to slap yourself? Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm going to say the stupidest thing in the world, which is if the boat was heading this way and they got off on the left side of the boat, then they probably went to the Azores rather than the Madeira, is going to be my guess. So I'm just going to try saying they went to the Azores. It's probably not a good guess, but here we are. Well, I'm not getting credits for it, and that's pretty bad. And so who... Oh, it's the kid! The what do you call it? What's his name? Show memories and deck map. First memory 24, depicted in Justice at Sea. It's him, the mate to this guy, whoever the hell he is. Okay. I'm going to slap myself when I figure it out. That's great. Oh, yeah, I should probably swap their name around just in case. It's going to be my last guess. Thanks. Alive. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on. Wait. Okay, the journey. Alright, so the plan was to go Cape Verde. Oh, they were going all the way to Africa. And then they turned back after the Canary Islands nonsense, because as you do. There's a bitter cold. Alright. Deck plans is not super useful. So many dead bodies. Alright. Okay. Make way coming through up stern, neath the tiller low way. No, down below. Okay. So that's Samuel Peters getting crushed by the falling cargo. That was the first guy to die. Then the guy died in the barrel. Bitter cold. Just come to a chin. Okay. That's the other two Indian guys arguing while gambling. Seems the other failed lung disease, not consumption, made worse by the cold. Okay. Get them wrapped and see to their last rites hit or hit. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and that's how we found out Charlie's name, so that was good. And the butchers, obviously. It's possible. There's Nichols. Killing that guy. By self-confession. Oh, by self-confession. Wow. Okay. Still don't know that guy's name. It's true. That's true. We don't need a spoiler yet, Mike, but thank you. Checked and loaded myself. Reached the Canaries in 3 days. I know they wanted to go to the Canaries. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, we're not going to get any new information out of people fighting mermaids. That's just a fact. I have treasure, I yield. God. You're the worst. Okay. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We all will die. Talks about shell. Very dangerous. What shell? Okay. Alright. Clear the deck. Move the boat's stern. Throw the bodies over. Watch your footing. Pretty shell there. Blah, 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 blah. Now we know he's one of the... Indian guys. We just don't know which one he is. So, thanks. Okay. Cargo deck was killed with a sword by Philip. Yeah, that one is correct. Oh, wait, we didn't actually check. I mean, that's just them talking about the captives, so there's no information there. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just realized something. The guy seeing to the body... Keep pressure here. Hold him down. Okay, keep pressure here. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. The guy supervising the medical treatment has a doctor's bag. And since it's not the doctor, he's got to be the doctor's mate. Just logically, right? It's not like another guy's going to do that. Surgeon's mate. So, we can figure that out. And if one of those guys was standing close to the surgeon... surgeon... No, none of them are standing close to the surgeon. Okay, well, I really thought I had something there. That might be the surgeon's steward. Or surgeon's mate, or whatever he's called. Good choice, Hylian. Very good choice. Okay. Mainsail, secure the blah blah blahs. Another one over there. It's already done for Nick. Yeah, no, that's that one we figured out. Marcus Gibbs already done for Nick. Okay. We're no use. Burn it. I called this Claude, but it honestly looks like they might have been decapitated. I should probably check on their corpses at some point, just to, you know. Okay. Charlie burned to death, as we know. Spiked by a terrible beast. This guy got shot by the bald guy, but we don't know the bald guy's name, and we don't know this guy's name. Although, again, based on his costume, we know that he's a steward. We just don't know which one. Okay. It is decapitated? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, because they've got claws around their necks. It's reasonable to assume they were decapitated. By a terrible beast. I'm like, I'll figure out who he was based on who he was dancing with. Except she's not anybody's wife, so, you know. It was a bad guess. Alright, on the Orlop deck, or middle deck? Orlop's a weird word, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the first thing that happened here. Damn, though. Oh, poor Edward. Soul was crushed by a terrible beast. Okay, then these two guys blasted by cannon by the terrible beast, as we know. Crushed by a loose cannon. And he's yet another steward. Because there's so many frigging stewards in here. Standing next to the surgeon, so did the surgeon have a steward? No, a surgeon has a mate, and that's a much higher rank. Does the surgeon also have a steward? Ship steward. No, that's Zungki Sati. That's obviously not him. Okay. Oh, poor Peter. Okay. Yeah, we never found the guy who was crushed by a beast. Yeah, because somebody, the Frenchman in here was also crushed by a terrible beast at some point, but we don't know. Oh, poor Frenchman. It just left. Killed by a sword with an unknown... Okay, so... May or may not have been killed by Emily Jackson. Hey, let's go up on deck and just have a look at that, shall we? How do I leave this memory? That's the circled pages in the lazarette.
Let them go!
That was him stabbing Paul Moss. Yeah, that's helpful. Alright, and this is... that guy. I have no idea who that guy is. Just none at all. There's the other two ladies on the ship. Captain saying let them go. Wow, that guy. This is going to sound crazy, but I feel like he's got to be a top man. Because look, they're all hanging out together. And leaning on the rigging. So, how many top men do I still not know the name of? He's not Chinese. So he's got to be Timothy Butament or Lewis Walker or Leonid Volkov. Nope. I'm just hoping, Matt, against hope, that I've got 2 right somewhere, and that's going to help me. But, like, look, he's obviously a top man, because he's got the same pants as the rest of them, and he's always climbing on stuff. Also, he's hanging out with the other top men, so I think just logically... Weirdly, so does this guy, though. He's still in the short pants and the stripy shirt. It's this character, but he's not with the other top men, so that might not be a gimme. Yeah, top man. Also a top man. Leonid Volkov. Yeah, like, he's got to be another top man. Although I guess that doesn't really get me anywhere, does it? Well, you know wild guessing isn't going to figure this out. I'm just foiling myself over and over again. That's all that's happening. Alright. I'm going into the memory with them to try and see if there's any hint of where they went.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch!
You'll not take the last boat. So this guy... He's got a stripy shirt, which helps me with nothing. But I know he's from England. I don't think you'll not take the last boat. Can he be the Scottish guy? Well, there's no other Scotsman left on the boat, so I'm just gonna... Just, you know... How on earth can I figure out where they went? Aw, that poor goat. We're never going to find out what happened to that goat, are we? It just wanted to live. Yeah, no, I know. And here's the guy who just loves clubbing people. And so many memories full of people getting clubbed. Huh. Just head upstairs for a second. Okay, one other thing. Okay. There's the guy who got stabbed to death. And we learned everything we could from his death, right? Yeah, that's the first mate.
You're cut!
Yeah.
Leave me. Bear up, son. I'll stay with you. Tell Pete's mother.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We did just fine. Okay. I just want to get a look at the decapitated guys. Who should be right over here. Yeah, their heads have clearly been removed. Oh, sorry. So that's something. Yeah, that's definitely guys having their heads cut off. Gosh, that thing's horrible. Who's this? Wait, that can't be him. He's got a big... Oh, no, that's the guy who got spined and then he gets shot later. Ugh. Oh, no, it says decapitated. I changed that. I was at least smart enough to change that. No. Just means nothing. That pig is understandably upset about the situation. What is this? Oh, it's the... one of the many ropes you need to keep the ship going. Gotcha. And that's the first mate shooting a rifle at this character up here. Oh. This is the murderer. We still don't know who he is. Topman Omid Gul. We still don't know what happened to him. Huh. The profile of their memory appearances. Let me see what you mean. So here's the two guys getting their chud chopped off. Depicted in underway sketch. Good to know. Where was he? Oh, he was there. Nice. Oh, everybody was there, huh? Yeah, he probably was not Leonid Volkov. It was just a guess. Not a good one. See, a smart way to handle this was... Oh. I don't actually know if you were knifed by Martin Perrott or John Davies, so... Who was speaking Russian where? Hold on. Died in Soldier C Part 4. You saw someone speaking Russian? Wait a minute, hold on. Maybe the fact that guys said Endaemon can be a clue. So this is killed here. A Persian soldier of the sea. Okay, so let's go and find this. Location of the corpse is right there. So that should be right over here. Except I have to leave and come out. See what I mean? How it would be easier if I could just... The first memory of the bald guy? Somebody speaking Russian? Let me just check this first, and then we'll do that. I thought you said the corpse was right here. Alright, well, where am I? Oh, it's another floor up. Alright, that's embarrassing. Alright, so I have to go 180, up the stairs, blah, 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 blah. Then I'll check the first memory of the bald guy, as you suggested. What happened to you? Okay, location of the corpse. Oh, there he is. Okay, the guy says Endymion. Who is that? Let's listen to the accent. Carefully.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going to the neck.
Hey, come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat!
Yeah, I have no idea who said Endymion because it was so far away. So that was not useful. Oh, poor Nick. Poor lightning guy. I'm trying to see. A guy who yelled Endemon. It was far away, so it's probably this guy, but what language is Endemon in? You know, like I don't know the language. 14 memories, first memory. That is obviously not the bald guy you were talking about. I mean, given how far away the person saying a demon was, it's probably this guy right here who said it. He's sitting with a bunch of the other seamen. He's probably one of the Indians. Like, just logically, but I don't think they say en... Oh, you're saying that's Spanish? En Damon? Really? Is that right? Perished in the Doom Part 3. Great. Poor guy. Midshipman means that he could have been working for the cannon, so that would make sense based on his name. So we're no use. And demon. So challenging, this game. This poor guy. Alright. Heave. Okay. Okay, well that's not the guy who's speaking Russian. Wait, I just realized something. It's possible I know what you were talking about. Where's the guy who died of an illness? Oh, the Indian guys all sit together. Okay, let's go to that memory. And so let's go back one. Yeah, the two guys are, the two Russians are talking about gambling when that starts. So we can actually go and have a look at that. So that's 2 decks down, back end of the ship. Okay. We can go look at who's sitting at the table, gambling and speaking Russian, because that would give us a chance to identify 2 of the guys. Hopefully we'll also know how they died, because that would make my life a lot easier. Okay. Down one more deck. Alright, so... this was too far down. We were already down on the Orlop deck. And so we go to the hammocks. I think. How do we find out where these guys were? Alright, the corpse was moved post-mortem. So I'm looking for a corpse right over here. Right over here. Ah, there he is. Yay! We found the corpse, everybody! This is going terribly. Alright, so now we know the 2 guys gambling are Russian. Except there's 3 guys here. Oh, it's him! The guy who gets shot later. Okay, one of the gunners. And that guy there. Am I crazy, or are the 2 Russians going to be together? You go to the life on deck thing, and you got 2 guys who are buddy-buddy standing next to each other. Right? And then you got this guy who's one of the gunners. Logically, the 2 guys sitting there together are the Russians. Except I already said he was Patrick O'Hagan. And that Timothy Buteman thing, that was just a random guess. Okay, now I'm really confused. Because I thought he was the guy who yelled, "You'll not be taking the last boat." So he can't be Russian. And I guess that this guy was Patrick O'Hagan. I guess this guy was Patrick O'Hagan based on the fact that he was on the friggin' boat and the guy says, "O'Hagan, are you still alive?" There's a Russian in the mermaid calling scene as well? I'm so confused now. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to the mermaid calling scene to check your math on this. Alright, so the calling. Alright. Guys speaking. Checks unloaded. Stay quiet and alert. Pig wings up. We're no match for the Obra Dinn. Yeah, no, you're right. He says there is a guy yelling in Russian. So yeah, I was wrong. The guy in the boat. No, that was O'Hagan, and the other guy's Russian. So the guy who got speared, that guy's the Russian. Okay, there you go. The gunner was a Russian. I was completely backwards on that. All right, he's the Russian. Well, he's one of the two Russians. This guy has to be the other Russian because this guy is the guy who says, "Oi, you're not taking the last boat," and he's definitely not Russian. Okay. So that guy's one of the two Russians on the boat. There's three Russians on the boat. Fantastic. Well, neither of them are top men, obviously, so I'm going to assume it's Alarcus and the other one is... okay, and the other one is who? Patrick O'Hagan, which makes you the other Russian. I'm so confused. These guys are obviously both Russian. So I guess the other guy in the boat is Patrick O'Hagan? What little progress I was making in this game has come to a sudden stop. And I apologize for that. Oh, thank God. No, I do not deserve congratulations. Ah. Ah. Yes! Oh my God. But now we know that guy's named John Davies. Which means we know John Davies got clubbed to death. Wow, that one's way too ugly. I was going to change up the thing again. There we go. I wanted to change up the art again.
Previous one better.
Okay, so now we know escape. Oh, thank God. All right. We did it, everybody. We kind of got okay. Paul Moss first started with an unknown attacker. Still don't know who that Scotsman is. I think it's the Scotsman, but I don't know. Oi, you'll not take the last boat. Doesn't that sound like a Scotsman? Oi? Like, who says oi? Is what I'm saying. Scotland, 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 Scotland. Timothy Buteman. Except we think that's wrong because I didn't get the time thing. He could be Welsh. Oh no, that's not John Naples. I'm just leaving that as a, you know. Anyway, so Buterman, Toppin was shot. Well, yeah, but that might be completely wrong. Okay, John Davies. So then this was club. Nope, that was John Davies. John Davies, fourth mate, England, was clubbed by. We still don't know, but we do know he's John Davies, and this is the best part. Now we know this guy is John Davies' mate. That's the fourth mate steward. Because why else would he be standing next to John Davies, right? Okay. We got this, peeps. We got this by the nose. Life at Sea sketch. Alright, so that's John Davies, clubbed by somebody. That has to be fourth mate steward. Because why else would be standing next to him? Disappeared in escape. So he's one of the many guys who's frigging alive on an island somewhere, I guess. And people have told me there's a way to figure it out. But I just don't see it. Alright, anyway, we've made excellent progress in the game, so we're going to call it here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. If you'd like to... join me for the live streams where these games get played, check out the Discord channel. That's where I announce the streams. I will see you back here for more Return of the Obra Dinn. But until then, I'm going to say au revoir. See what I did there? Obra Dinn, Anyway. It wasn't clever. I'm still obsessed with that star in the distance that apparently means nothing. Yeah, it was really bad. Oh, wow. Hey, Stratchik, you made it here right in time for the end of the stream, so thumbs up. And a bravo. Oh my god, this game is driving me insane. Although I think that is what the game is... That was your idea. Yeah. Well, no, I had wanted to work on the Russians for a while, and I just forgot to get back to them. Your big clue, and thank you for mentioning it, because I sure as hell didn't notice it, was that there had been Russian being spoken at the start of the calling. So bravo. Excuse me. Oh, this game is so good. It happens, Fuchsia and Panergy. But we're going to be back here tomorrow night for more Obra Dinn, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is famously the best game. One of the most frustrating games, but we're going to beat it. Although next time, if we don't make any decent, progress in like half an hour, we're going to, well, no, an hour. We're going to move on to playing Strange Brigade, because I'm not a sadist. So I will see you all back here tomorrow night for anyone who wants to join me. Like I said, check out the Discord channel if you want to know when the stream starts, because I will announce it there. I will see you back here for that. But until then, I'm going to say lates. Thanks, Stretchik. Au revoir.